Hello, everybody, and welcome to another night of Alchemy RPG, or I should say, Dungeons and Dragons on Alchemy RPG. We're gonna be doing a one-shot today, called Bandit Bash. It is a very short little adventure I put together for my buddies here to take on some bandits and check out some of Alchemy's new token system. Now, tokens have been heavily requested by the community around Alchemy that is invested in D&D and other tactical type RPGs. They are finally in testing! Keep in mind that what you're seeing, this platform, and the tokens alike, are in early access. So we might experience some bugs while we're working through the game, and we might encounter some hiccups as far as communication goes. But we're gonna do our best to work around that and have some fun. Heads up, I am a fairly new DM. This is probably like my second or third time DMing in general, so I'm excited. We'll probably get into some shenanigans in here, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this story as much as I enjoyed putting it together. So without further ado, I'm going to have my companions here introduce themselves. Feel free to talk about your character, what they look like, who they are, and maybe like a little fun fact, just so we can get to know each other here. We'll start with Sagix.
I will take a pass. I need to go get a drink and clear my throat real quick.
Alright.
No, that's serious.
No, I get it, totally. Okay, I guess we're starting with Django? Is that what that's supposed to say?
Hello, I am Unit DJ4NG0. It is a pleasure to meet you.
And Zavik.
Funny cyborg. The name is Zavik. Growing up, I knew I was different from the other kids, but no one ever told me how different I was. Until my parents, my foster parents, I found out, revealed that I was actually a Goliath.
Ooh. Sounds rough, kiddo.
That's rough, buddy.
I always knew that the male pattern baldness was a lie.
So you're saying Zavik has a lot of luscious hair, or is he bald?
Bald AF, man.
Shiny dome under the sun.
I believe Goliaths are physically incapable of growing hair or facial hair.
Ah, interesting.
Not
Now, what
unless I get my
do you
hands
look like, DJ?
I am a 6 foot, 8 inch, 370 pound automaton fashioned out of steel and wood. I have gleaming white-blue eyes and various augments to my own body to enhance combat effectiveness.
Alright. We're gonna wait a moment here for Sagix to get back.
Cyborgs say funny things.
I love you already, David. Oh, I got a little intruder here. A little shadow puppo Luna has come for her nightly pets. Hi, Luna.
The
Hello.
original shade.
She's a good pupper. She got groomed
Fuji.
recently, so she's super soft.
I have returned.
Alright, so why don't you tell us a little bit about Sagix, where he comes from, what he looks like?
Sagix. Speaking from the narrative term, not in character right now, is an advanced scout of the Black Guard. Basically, elite paramilitary unit of the Atarax in my own world. How he got here, though, is a big ol' mystery. You might want to consider Perhaps some planar shift or other magical nonsense whisked him away. Perhaps there is some great fight that happening on Mystreal that needs
It's not uncommon for
otherworldly
people to end
heroes.
up in Mystreal from other worlds, because Mystreal is plagued by a variety of rifts that frequently pull creatures from different planes and even realms of existence. So I could easily see that Sagix has probably stumbled through a rift, whether accidentally or against his own will,
Who
and has
knows
ended
as
up
far
in
as
the town
Tiamat's
market.
concerned.
Alright, so we
He
have...
likely appeared outside the town market, though, because that would be weird, just dropping right in the middle of nowhere. He wouldn't know who's friend or foe.
We have our
But Sagix-
party here.
I thought you
And...
wanted me to describe him.
Oh! Yeah,
Just
yes,
falls on
please
top of
go
some
ahead.
cabbage vendor's cart, like, my cabbages!
I mean, Sagix is pretty much pushing the boundary between medium and large creature size at about like 7'10". He's a gigantic unit of a dragonborn. Bright sapphire blue scales from his blue dragon ancestry, clad in a black scaled armor. He looks intimidating, but you know,
But he's a squish?
he's not quite the talkative one.
Okay.
Oh no, he's very tanky for a ranger, but he's not the
Alright.
best with conversation.
He fuck.
So, we're gonna get started here with that introduction when our band of 3 merry, or not so merry, adventurers. The city of Mythenvale has recently found its main trade routes besieged by a group of bandits who call themselves the Grimclaws. They seem to be a newer band compared to the legends of old, but they are nonetheless a dangerous one. After losing more than a number of high-value items in the Grimclaw raids, Grand Matron Miranclisi, leader of Mythenvale, sought aid. You and other adventurers were quickly contracted, paid up front in 100 gold coins, with the promise of another 100 for the defeat of the bandits and recovery of the goods. 200 more beyond that if brought back alive. Without further ado, you and your temporary companions set out to face down the thieves and hopefully make some coin. You finish your preparations at the small town of Fintusk, the last village shy of the Zaphic Mountains themselves, where your target is said to make camp. With your equipment settled, you seek out your companions and formulate a plan. Guys,
So, did they ever tell us how many bandits there were?
I don't think it was ever said.
Negative.
Good. More smashing. Better.
Or less, you don't know.
Less smashing. Not better.
You are a very violent individual.
You know, my officer told me that. Then he tossed me in the front lines and he never said it again. Now, where do we go from here?
are you guys ready to set out?
I'm ready to earn some gold.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything further we have.
Well,
Yeah.
Django would take like a hot minute to just make some sort of like he'd fiddle around with just this bunch of scrap he carries in like a pack on his back and that sort of thing, and just makes this little like quote unquote tiny sized scorpion like clockwork automaton type thing that skitters around on like 4 little robotic legs, and it just sort of crawls up onto his left shoulder and perches there. Instead of like eyes at the front and pinchers, it's just a main body with the legs and then a longer tail like appendage that curls around with what seems to be some sort of optical unit in place of a stinger. So
Or
it's
like
just got
a little
front end.
robot eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were
Got
we
it.
given what materials were we given to fulfill this quest?
What do you mean by materials?
Equipment.
Equipment?
Maps, etc.
Oh, yeah. You guys
we
have
provided
a
input.
map of the area where the bandits are said to be, and a couple of areas narrowed down to where you see on the map that they have been crossed off as either sought out or already claimed by other locations or other groups. And then the only area left for you guys is circled in red. Pretty bright red for Zavik's sake, because
Could you repeat that?
So
There
the
are
town,
other areas that were claimed by other groups?
yes, so those are other areas that other groups have already gone out to investigate for the bandits.
Maps confuse Zavik.
There's
Perhaps
literally only
Savage
one
should
circled
learn
spot.
To read maps.
So it looks like they did their due diligence. There's only one spot left.
Also, I assume we draw a lot of eyes since we are a gigantic freaking party.
Yeah, you guys are definitely unusual for the area. Fintusk
Good.
is a small fishing village,
Yeah,
full
Which is
of
probably
mostly
why
humans.
they found these random strangers that are
Yeah.
gigantic. And we're like, hey, you gonna beat up these bandits for us?
Yeah, because Zavik is 7'7" Goliath.
I think that
Huge.
makes DJ the smallest one.
Yeah,
At
And
6'8" yeah.
that's 6'8". He looks short walking next to us, and then like
Towering
everyone else
over
is,
everyone else.
everyone
short
else is
next
like
to, the
to
other
his
two.
shoulders or something.
Awesome. 3 big, tall bean poles headed out to war. Okay. So you
Bean
guys head
poles.
out following the map, hopefully,
Zavik has muscles. Zavik's
towards the
strong.
bandit camp. You guys arrive at the bandit camp circled on the map. There is, in fact, a camp here, but it is one of the 3. 2 of them have already been crossed off as explored. So this is the last stronghold known to potentially house the Grimclaws and hopefully the missing goods that belong rightfully to Mythenvale. You see a large fence comprised of wooden pillars, sharpened to a point at the top. You see 2 watchtowers, each manned by an archer. While inside you can hear the noises of just general chatter, fire, and moving woodwork. The gate appears to be closed and locked currently, but there are tall towering trees to either side of the camp where you might sneak around for a better view. What do you do?
Being the forward scout, I'm going to request that both of you lumbering.
Oh yeah, you guys are all freaking giants. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. There's no stealth.
There is no stuff. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay.
Except in Sajik's term, he's literally supposed to be stealthy,
All
even
right.
though he's gigantic.
Sagix, feel free to roll a stealth check for me on approach to this camp.
One moment.
I actually have a +1 to stealth. That dex.
I will have you know I am quite capable of being covert when required.
So where am I looking for stealth?
Zavik can try.
So I'm gonna pick up your character here
Spells
for
and
a second.
abilities. Okay, there we go. Wait, why does it say
Skills and
dex?
abilities. The 3rd tab down.
I'm confused on D&D Beyond. It says +5, but here it says +3.
Did you set
I'm
up your
not
stats
sure
right?
about that. Yep. I see here you haven't selected your proficiencies either.
Yeah, that's probably it. Because the proficiency at this level will be +2.
So if you click on your character,
Mhm.
right? And
Yes.
hold on, this has been a hot minute. If you click on your character's picture, your character sheet should pop up. And I believe your proficiencies are... Let me see here.
You edit your proficiencies by clicking on the skills themselves.
Ah,
If
right.
you click on the skill, there's the window you can open by
View.
clicking edit, and there's the tab for proficiency that you can click to make green.
Yeah, so you click the skill that you want to use, yeah? And then the next button at the center you're gonna click is view, not edit. It's the one with the eye on it.
The
Okay,
eye!
so let me add those proficiencies. Nature, perception, intimidation, athletics. Here.
There you go! So, Sagix, despite all odds, manages to approach the camp without being seen. Are you going towards the left of the camp or the right?
Either or, do we...
It's
Right.
just to keep track of where you are.
DJ, were we supposed to?
Okay, he's going to the
stay
right.
back?
I do not know. The black armored one simply went off ahead.
Ugh, I'm bored.
He did tell you to stay back?
Alright. So, the bandits don't seem to
Addendum.
have noticed
He did,
Sagix.
in fact, tell us to remain.
I'm still bored. Less
Alright.
hiding.
DJ,
That's
Zavik, do you guys do anything, or do you stay put?
Oh, would DJ be able to see Zagix, or however it's pronounced, sneaking around?
Sagix,
From wherever they're hiding?
and... Yes, because Sagix left your guys' group to go towards to where he's hiding right now, which is to the right side of the camp.
Alright, DJ is going to wait for the time being until Sagix is either, like, past the camp wall or somewhere where he could take advantage of some sort of distraction or commotion if a distraction or commotion were to be caused.
Alright, so he's just gonna sit there, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zavik took out one of his hand axes and started playing with it.
Alright, so he's
He
just...
took out a Xanax and started playing with it.
Yes.
He took out his
Was he a
Xanax.
50s?
Alright,
Was he a woman
so...
on his 50s?
Do a dexterity check for me real quick.
Everyone?
No, just Zavik.
Wait. Why am I
Just
making...
Zavik.
Okay.
I never said what I missed what I was seeing. Or wait, oh, Zavik?
Yeah, I said Zavik.
Okay, dexterity check. Oh boy.
Alright, you guys just see Zavik kind of skillfully
20.
tossing his hand axe up and down. There you go. Alright.
He was like, I
Sagix.
will make you hurt yourself.
Pretty much, yes. Sagix.
Okay.
I only rolled a d20, but I do have a +1 to dex, so that is a 20.
I'm assuming you would like me to roll for perception next?
Oops, that's my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
To examine the area.
Oof.
Alright, so you see
No,
a
that's not
wooden
happening.
wall ahead of you, and you know that in that tower close by, there is somebody. But you can't currently see him.
Can we see anything back here?
You guys can make out a person in each watchtower, currently. But you can't really make out their weapons, or if they even notice Sagix yet.
Dang it, that's what I was gonna ask next. What weapons do they have? Zavik continues to throw up the hand axe. Up
Do
and
another
down.
dexterity check for me.
10.
Alright, you managed to catch the hand axe again.
Yay.
Now,
Alright,
did Sajix see any other opportune spots to get a better view?
You would notice that the wall is comprised of logs, and that some of these logs have not been stripped of their bark yet. So they have a climbable, what would you call it? A grippy surface.
But would he see a good spot to take vantage where he wouldn't be seen in turn?
Not with that perception.
You can consider me taking a 20 on it.
Okay.
Which is basically, I will sit here and roll until I get the information that I need. So long as he is not being detected and time is not an issue.
Alright, well, time isn't an issue, but I'll let you have it.
Gonna draw in the dirt.
You can tell that there are some climbable crags closer to the cliff walls where you might be able to shimmy up pretty capably between the log wall and the cliffs themselves and not be noticed, because it's literally the corner of the camp in the trees.
And bad guys never look up.
Must be the wind.
So would you like me to make...
Make an athletics check. Yeah. You kind of, you just climb your way over the wall, you vault over it, you do a couple tricks on the way down, and you land it on your feet. There you go.
Spider dirt, spider dirt.
Alright, so you're in the camp, and I'm gonna switch to tactical mode here for you guys. Sagix is in the camp. I'm gonna move his token here. He's in this corner.
Oh boy, battle maps.
So, can you guys see all the tokens on the map, including yourselves?
Hang on, the browser is freaking out.
Oh,
On
you're
the
using
stream,
browser?
yes. On my browser, no.
Awesome.
What Maltho just said.
Okay, so, since you see the two bandits up here... Ah!
Are those Dark Brotherhood sigils? Are
No.
we facing the Dark Brotherhood?
No, you're good.
More
They're just, that's the,
heads.
I believe that's the human symbol. Or humanoid symbol. But Sagix sees the two on the watchtower. He also sees the one in the tent directly across from him in the camp. And to his right, he can hear two more talking around a campfire. You'll have to excuse the somewhat small map. It did not size correctly.
I see tactical mode now. I have to actually click on it.
You can drag it though. You can drag the map to more center spot though.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah. So now you're in the
Let's see
camp.
about the gate.
I'm gonna have you roll another stealth check just to make sure you're not detected yet. Like nobody sees you yet.
A thing you can click in the browser. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yes, and it will slow your computer.
Tactical mode takes a bit of resources, so do be aware. Alright, so you haven't been noticed yet. You're in the camp. What do you do?
I drew a stick figure in the dirt while waiting. And then I drew
First
a
thing Sajix is looking.
bigger stick figure.
He keeps adding family members.
One day, I will find them.
Sagix is looking for weaknesses in the outer defenses, things he could exploit, open, cause a distraction.
So the walls
That sort
seem
of thing.
pretty sturdy, and there don't seem to be any cluttering materials on the top of the walls. The two watchtowers are currently manned, and the only way up are a short set of stairs leading deeper into the camp. Now, the gate itself is locked by a heavy log, and doesn't seem very easily movable. However, getting to the gate will also expose you to the watchtower guards.
What are the guards wearing? Khakis. Like what are they outfitted with?
They're outfitted with some basic leathers, and you can see both of them are carrying crossbows.
She sounds hideous.
What about
well, she's a guy, so.
Well, he's a tower guard, so. What about the guy in the tent? What can he see about him?
The guy in the tent appears to be very similar to the bandits on the tower. He is not currently wearing his leather armor, but he does have a sword on hand. He seems to be counting coin.
Can't wait to count out your coin. Okay.
Toss a coin to your bandit.
And you cannot see the ones to your right, the two by the fire. You can just hear them.
Oh, what about the one to the far back next to the wagon? Can you see anything about them at all?
No, because he's
No.
behind some tents and a wall.
He's hidden.
He do be hiding.
I am wondering
He's got 3/4 cover.
if I can cause some sort of distraction or signal my party members to come and make a distraction in turn.
Just uses party members as bait.
Well, no, just get them to distract the turret or the towers, and then, you know.
Yeah, well, nearest to you are some barrels, a couple of tents. The barrels themselves seem to be filled with fluid. One of them is full of water, and the other one is full of oil. And the tents themselves are just tents, cloth, triangular. They are fairly tall to house a couple of people, but other than that, they're not very remarkable.
They got them fancy tents you can stand in.
Any rocks around?
Yeah, there's some pebbles around your feet.
Anything a little bit bigger than pebbles?
Well,
Well, they'd probably be pebbles to him.
a couple of fist-sized rocks. Because you're right next to the cliffs.
He's gonna make sure that the coast is clear, that neither of the tower guards or anybody else is looking at him, and then chuck a rock over into the woods, off away from their position.
Alright,
Like away from the party members' positions, since they're still in cover.
Zavik and DJ, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I see nothing.
I see everything.
Alright, Zavik, you hear something thud close by.
Cyborg. I heard a thud. Does that mean we should go in?
I do not know.
I'm
Part
bored.
of me wonders if we should not have discussed this plan of action before the dark armored one went off on his own.
I mean, yeah, the dragon did take off quickly. I'll give him 3 more minutes before I try to smash open that door.
Right, Sagix? You're left on your own for the next 3 minutes.
Sagix has got 3 minutes! That's 3 minutes
in
of
hindsight-
playtime!
In hindsight, he didn't do his due diligence and tell them of any kind of signal. And getting back, he'll have to make both stealth checks.
That's really his fault more than anything.
He did say in hindsight.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright, Sigig, so what do? They're not coming, clearly. You wait a few seconds and nothing happens.
I wonder if my great axe can break down
Alright.
that door. I don't like the odds.
I would place the odds of you with a
Is the
singular axe managing to break down a large wooden gate such as that at 84 to 1 in the gate's favor.
Hey, the hand axe is just something I like to use here and there. In combat, I use the one on my back. Since your perception was so low, I noticed you didn't see it.
What do I say?
It's this giant
What do I
thing
see?
on my back.
In that case, I would place the odds at 64 to 1. Still
Better
in
than
the gate's
84.
favor.
What's
Alright,
the approach to
Siggy.
the closest tower to me like?
You got two options because of where you landed. You can either try to approach the tower from the stairs leading onto the tower, or you can try to approach the tower from the wall, which has a set of stairs leading up onto it.
What are the obstructions in the way?
The
Anything
tower,
that you
the
can-
the tower has a gate, leading onto it from the wall. Otherwise, from the staircase on the ground, there is no obstruction. It's just a stair up.
But if I take the stair down, I'll probably be spotted.
I mean, it's a built stair. It's not a ladder. It's a structure. So you'd probably be noticed trying to smash some wood. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. I was,
You know, Cyborg,
Taking-
I grew up thinking I was a human. Just all around humans. Minute 30 left. Time goes by so slow when you're bored.
Django would just sort of look at Zavik and tilt his head at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, I agree. I thought I was human too. It was so weird, man.
Given your displayed
Thing is-
intelligence thus far, that does not surprise me.
Thing is, that gate needs to be opened.
Thank you.
And while I bet they can probably make their ways up, it's going to take a hell of a lot longer if that gate isn't open. In your head, what would your estimates be of being able to get to that gate and disbar it before taking fire?
You could dash and use your action to open it, but you would get noticed fairly quickly. The tower guards would take a shot at you, but the other bandits probably wouldn't be able to attack you very quickly.
Could
In short, feel free to
climb-
fuck around and find out.
Could I climb the guard tower?
I mean, yes, you could. Whether you could do that unnoticed, that's a different question.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just making sure I know what I can do once something happens.
Where were those barrels again?
You're standing next to him.
And if they were knocked over into an opportune spot,
They would hear
where would
that.
they land? And where would the barrels land, though?
The barrels would just fall over on the ground and be rollable.
You get what I mean? Broken into, opened up.
Oh, broken in two. You would just spill oil all over yourself.
Not on me.
Well, I mean, you're saying break the barrel. What do you want it to go?
Do you want to, like, throw the barrel and break it open?
He said kick the barrel and
I
break
mean,
it
you
open.
could. I didn't say kick it and break it open onto me.
Yeah, but you kick it and it bursts. Where do you think the oil's gonna go? It's gonna go everywhere, including you. You're standing next to it.
She's not
I think the
wrong.
best option is to make a break for the gate.
Alright, so are you gonna make a break for the gate?
One sec. Where's skill abilities?
Oof.
Nope.
That's me. That's just me trying to get as close as possible before making a dash. I figured that might be worth at least making.
You managed to get here before the bandits notice you.
Do we know where so the guard tower bandits are now looking at him?
Oh my God.
There's
That thing moves so slowly.
you hear a shout rise up in the camp from one of the bandits sitting at the campfire who has noticed Sagix. The guards in the tower are now turning around to look at Sagix. So go
Making an
ahead
athletic
and
check to,
go ahead
climb up
and
there.
roll initiative for me, guys.
Where is initiative? Sorry.
I just turned it on, so you should have an indicator allowing you to roll for it. I don't remember exactly how it looks like from a player's point of view, so I see Sagix already did it. So
Yeah, let me see.
So did Django.
where is
I
the
have no
initiative
clue.
button again? Can you guys mention it? Because I can't see it from where I'm at.
It just sort of
For me, it
automatically
popped
popped up above the.
Oh, I see it. Oh my
Alright.
God.
Zavik goes last. Alright.
That's a natural 1.
So with the camp on alert, you now start seeing all the bandits coming out. And first one up is Django.
Alright, so I assume Django and Zavik would be able to hear the general alarm coming up in response
You can
to
see,
Sagix being
yes,
spotted.
you can hear people shouting, and you can see bandits, the bandit guards starting to turn around to see what the commotion's about.
Alright.
Their attention is no longer on you. It might appear
Django's
that somebody is in distress.
Django's just gonna walk straight up towards the front gate as far as he can get.
Alright, so you are now at the front gate. Do you want to take any actions?
Is there any way to open it from the outside?
No, it is blockaded from the inside by a giant log.
That
Is
would be
there-
a poorly designed gate.
Is there any sort of like space between the two doors of the gate through which the log blocking it shut can be seen?
Yes, but the gap is no wider than an inch.
Ooh.
Alright, I should be able to work with that. Django's little clockwork scorpion buddy on his shoulder is gonna turn around. Its tail is gonna straighten out to form, or so that it's similar in shape to like the barrel of some sort of gun. Its legs are gonna latch onto his shoulder to anchor it in place, and he is going to use a bonus action to try to hit the bar of the gate through the 1-inch space between the doors with a force ballista shot.
Okay.
So it says make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage, and if it's a creature, it's pushed up to 5 feet from the cannon.
Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. Because of just the way you're using this right now. That's a risky maneuver. So you're gonna roll to hit, but if you miss, you gotta roll that damage in blowback. Because
Alright,
you're
fair enough.
literally right up against the gate.
Yeah.
And your DC is... We'll make it 15, because you're literally trying to shoot through a 1-inch gap. So, go for it.
Alright. I assume the ranged attack would benefit from, like, attack bonus stuff for class stuff.
Dexterity if it's ranged.
Yeah.
It's a... What is the nature of the projectile?
It is just like it's a projectile of force energy, basically.
Then that would just
So
be your
you
spell
have
bonus.
no control over that projectile.
We'll just call it a flat +2 if you've got proficiency in anything related to projectiles. And you make it. There you go. You manage to shoot the log barring the gate, and you hear it crack and splinter. However, the gate still has not opened.
Alright. So then for my action, let's see here. For my action, Django's going to pull out his light crossbow and try to shoot a bolt, basically in the same manner through the 1-inch gap at the bar, keeping the gate shut to try to splinter it further.
Roll a d20.
Well, I do actually have that set up.
And you miss. The bolt flies past and lands in the dirt.
Unfortunate. And that's my turn.
Alright, Sigix, it is now your turn.
Sorry.
What?
I said 1 sec.
Oh.
You'd be rather surprised to see the bolt of the gate just lurch and start to splinter. And all of a sudden he starts thinking that his plan is completely fucked up. Because the bolt of the gate is now at a very awkward position, and it would take him extra time, probably, to get
Surprise,
it free.
motherfucker.
So you see
So
that the
instead of
log
rushing the gate
holding...
like he was intending to, he's gonna bolt up to the tower.
Okay. So you're
Fuck
gonna
up that guard.
engage... Okay, you're gonna engage the bandit. Alright, you climb up the stairs,
And
the
guard,
bandit's right
and
there.
And the tower bandit. The tower
Alright.
bandit is now hunter marked.
Okay. So, is Hunter's Mark an action or a bonus action?
Let me see.
I feel like it'd be a bonus action, but I don't
think
One
it
bonus
is, but I'm
action.
not sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright,
It's
so...
yeah, 1 bonus action. So imagine it just being like a thought.
Yeah, I base that off of rage, which is a bonus action. So
Alright, so you run up to the tower guard. He's right in front of you. What do you do?
He's gonna get the axe, brother. Oh yeah. Jeez, that voice is not good. Attack.
oh,
So you deal 6
Yeah,
damage
he was hit.
to my little bandit
And
2. So I need to find him here real quick. And he gets
And
an
another
additional
6.
6 damage. That is actually all his health. He drops dead. He's gone. He is ruined.
Would Django be able to see Sagix kill this dude in the tower from where he's at?
You'd
see
see
a
like
giant
a
lizard.
splatter of blood, and then this lizard pop up with some blood on his face.
Or as just the sort of like off-turn free action, Django would look up towards Sagix in the tower and call up, "Reminder, we are paid more if we bring them alive."
He literally just decimated
I'm not paid
that
to put my
bandit.
life at risk, though.
Perhaps
One
you
second,
should
I'm
have
looking
come
at
up with
Mr.
a
Smart.
better plan then.
Anyways.
Who's next?
So Sigix finishes. Are you
Okay,
done?
next. Okay.
You good?
Since the target dropped 0. Yeah. That's it. My turn. No, I'd be in the tower, wouldn't I?
Yeah, we're having some sync issues with the tokens.
Oh, gotcha. And Hunter's Mark will be transferable to whatever target that I choose next turn.
Awesome. All right,
Since
next
the
turn
target
is Bandit 3. Now, Bandit 3 is not happy because he just saw his friend get murdered. So he grabs he runs down towards the center of the camp. And he grabs his crossbow and he aims right at Sagix because he's Angie Boy right now. Yep. Alright, he rolls a 14 to attack. Does that hit you?
AC 16.
So he misses the shot. He whiffs it, but just barely. He's not happy.
Or it deflects off the armor. Either or.
He was a month from retirement!
So you hear this angry man yell, "What's going on here?" And he kind of just stomps out from the back of the camp. He looks a bit tougher than the rest of the bandits around him. He's wearing a very nice looking admiral's coat. That is definitely, more than likely, not his, especially judging by the dried bloodstains around one of the sleeves. In any case, he sees Sigix in the tower and the blood falling from his dead compatriot, and he sees his idiot underling miss the shot. So he draws his scimitar and he points at Sagix and he goes, "Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! Kill him!" And then he moves closer, and then that'll be his turn. Bandit 4 is next, and Bandit 4 is in the tent. He kind of comes out for a moment and then realizes, "Oh, shit, this is an attack. Should probably get my equipment." He runs back inside and then spends his turn getting his armor on.
Now, what's your definition of turn? Because it's going to take definitely more than 6 seconds to put on armor.
True.
Yeah,
Well,
I
he's
think
not.
more than
He's
that,
he's
it's like-
spending his turn getting his armor. So that means in this turn and probably the next few turns, he's not going to be actively fighting.
Poor dude.
Yeah, because it takes a bit to don and doff armor.
Mm-hmm. Especially if he's wearing good armor. I mean, even leather armor, you gotta, like, put it on.
In
but-
any case, Bandit
30
6 is up next, which is...
There's belts and buckles and
Oh, apparently I
straps.
was using Bandit 6 by accident. I see. That doesn't make sense. No, that was Bandit 4. I'm just crazy. Don't mind me. Too many bandits. Not
Yeah,
enough bandit
right.
hands. Alright. Bandit 6 runs next to the tents, and he takes
You
aim
should-
at Sagix and shoots at him with his crossbow.
You should have given them names.
I did not give them names because I did not think that through. They are nameless bandits. Their lives,
Who are
you are
gonna
not concerned
die.
by them.
We
So
don't know their names. To us, they're just statistics.
Yeah, but
Just
the DM does.
statistics.
Yeah, but we don't know their names unless we ask them their names.
So he aimed at Sagix, and the arrow bounces off Sagix's armor because he didn't quite hit the sweet spot. And Bandit 6 just kind of swears, like, "Damn it!" And spends his time reloading his weapon. Zavik, it is your turn!
How high up is the tower?
Listen, you got, like, 2 bandits that rolled worse than you in initiative. So...
Terrible. I rolled a nat 1.
and they rolled a 2! So, there you
How-
go.
How high up is the tower?
The tower is, we'll we'll say about 10 feet in terms of reaching the platform where the bandit is. If you want to count total height, then probably closer to 18 feet with the roof.
10 feet. Can I make an athletics check to climb the tower to my left where the remaining bandit is?
Sure. So go ahead and move on over there. I just want to see if your token will sync with me. There you go. And roll that athletics check. Yeah, you make it up there. You just giant scaling this tower like a monkey here.
Because I wanted to play a monkey. What action was that?
I'll let it be your bonus action.
Okay, bonus action.
So you get up to the top of the tower, and this bandit's like, "Ah! What the hell?"
Finally, some action! I'm gonna take my great axe off my back, and I'm gonna make a swing.
Alright, go ahead.
Don't fail me now. Oh, yeah, baby. You did not fail me.
So, you killed this bandit. How did you kill this bandit? How does he die?
So, I was pretty much take my great axe off. I'm gonna just swing in a motion, and I just take him off, like, across the waist.
Took him
dude's
off the
cut in half.
senses. Alright, yeah, so you just see more blood splatter from the other tower as Zavik cleaves this man in half.
Then you hear Zavik yell, "More!"
This token here. Alright, you're on the tower now. Okay. Bandit 5 is up, and Bandit 5 is just like, what the hell is going on here? He sees Zavik, like a savage, completely tear his companion in half, and then he sees Sagix still covered in the blood of his other companion. He's like, you know what? Screw all of this. I'm getting out of here. And he starts making a break for the wall where he comes near Sagix. Sagix, I'm gonna let you, because the only thing separating you two is a small gate, like I'm talking waist-sized gate. I'm gonna let you choose if you want to try and make an attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
Well, if
Like,
he's
like this
within
guy,
range
this
of
guy
me
is
throwing
straight
the
up.
axe- Yes.
Yeah, this guy is straight up running for his life.
Terrified. Yeah, mine's taking a while to sync with yours, Neeps.
Yeah, it's a little hiccupy.
Yeah.
So Sagix, are you gonna take an attack, or are you gonna let him go?
One moment. Oh, he's not getting away.
No
Trying to
mercy.
decide what to do.
Also, the system is slow because tactical mode's on.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Alright, yeah,
Nice.
so, you throw the axe and, you manage to just nail him right on the back of the head, and, as he's climbing over the wall, so his body just kind of falls on the other side, lands with a splat. He's all dead. You guys are just murdering these guys non-stop. Alright, Django, it's your turn. You are still by the gate that is still not open because nobody opened it.
It would be noted I no longer have my axe on hand though.
Yeah, your axe is gone.
Alright, so Django's spell, like, modifier for shit would be, I think, his proficiency plus his intelligence mod, which would equal +6. Do you think that would apply to his Eldritch Cannon? Because
Sure,
like, it's a thing from his class, but it's not a spell or anything, you know?
Oh, if it's not a spell, then his spellcasting bonus wouldn't apply, right?
I don't know. I don't know how Artificer works. This is my first time playing it.
Alright, Alright, we're gonna say no to the spellcasting bonus unless your class dictates that it does. And I'm not sure that it does because I've also never messed around with an artificer. So for now, we'll say no, you're not gonna get your spellcasting bonus. But you can use your equipment.
Alright, then.
Or
for his
climb a
bonus
wall like
action-
Zamek did.
For his bonus action, he's just gonna try to use his Eldritch Cannon to maybe blast the rest of this bar away. So I think with proficiency, that would be 11.
You hit the gate and the gate kind of pushes inward slightly, but it's just not enough to break the gate open. You're
Alright,
trying! You're trying, I'll give you that.
Django's a nearly 7-foot tall, 310-pound hunk of metal and wood. Can he just take a few steps back and try to shoulder check this thing the rest of the way open?
Do a strength check. No.
Nope.
You slam against the gate and it creaks inward a little bit more, but it doesn't budge.
Unfortunate. And that'll end my turn.
Alright, Sigix, it's your turn.
He's going to switch weapons first. Hunter's Mark is going to switch to the man standing out in the open.
Which one? There's three of them.
The one standing in the middle, out in the open.
So Bandit Captain 1 or Bandit 3? So 3 is closer to the campfire. Captain's closer to the gate.
One second.
Again, I don't think it's caught up with Mipa's
Let me check.
stream.
Oh, we're having sync issues?
Yeah, because I'm still seeing the bandit I murdered
Yeah.
brutally. Just cut him in half.
So on my if you're seeing my stream, the one closer to the gate is the Bandit Captain. The one closer to the campfire, which is a little further back, is Bandit 3. And then there's a bandit by the tents that is still technically in the open. That's Bandit 6.
Okay, I'm seeing one in between the campfire and the tents. That's Bandit 6.
Yes.
And there's one a little bit in front of him, closer to the gate. That's the captain.
That's the captain, yes.
And then Bandit 4 still getting dressed.
And Bandit 4 still getting dressed, yeah.
Listen, it takes a lot to keep hair his good, as his good. You know, maybe he's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I think it's Maybelline.
But But no, he's taking aim at the Bandit 6, I guess.
Okay. Go for it.
And he is now Hunter marked, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fire longbow, if it'll load.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I just need to double check. Wait, attack +3, that's not right. That should be a 13.
Hmm. Did you put
I
a
don't know why
bonus
it's
for that
+3.
roll?
I might have attached a bonus to it that I need to edit, but it should be +2 from the
Okay, so it should be
ranged
10 then,
weapon.
because you got a 1d8 plus 2, that's 10. And you have an attack bonus on that?
Doesn't dexterity add to that or no?
should.
No, dexterity doesn't add. No, it doesn't. No.
No, it adds to
Well,
it.
it's showing
doesn't-
you as having a 1d8 plus a +3 attack bonus plus another +3 from your dexterity.
Hang on, 1 sec.
It's okay. I think if you have an attack bonus at all, he's dead. So and I'm pretty sure with the longbow you do have an attack bonus. So we'll say yeah, you hit him. For 11. We'll do
Yeah,
11
there's
because
no
that
dexterity.
extra.
That's
All
yeah.
right,
There's
so
no dexterity bonus.
you managed to catch this bandit as he's turning towards you because he was getting ready to aim at you again with that crossbow. He was pulling it up to shoot at you, and as he pulls it up to aim, as Sagix, you catch him right between the eyes with an arrow, and he just crumples to the ground.
Just to add insult to injury, you know.
Hunter's mark.
I just wanted to add insult to injury.
So that was Bandit 6.
You know, I was thinking, I'll just use the bow to do less damage. No.
You're like, I want them to live. Alright.
Negative 11.
Oof.
Well, all they have is 11 HP, so I have to... When I subtract, I can only go as far as how much hit points they have, which at this point is negative 11. Alright, so next up we have Bandit 3. Bandit 3 is now utterly terrified. He wants no business of this. He doesn't care what his captain does. He is trying to run for his life. So he goes up towards this wall here. Goes up towards the northern wall of the camp and starts making his way up the stairs. He is not interested in fighting, so he takes no offensive action against you guys. He is just trying to escape.
Wait, really quick, which one was Bandit 6?
Bandit 6 was
I
the
thought
one...
I was aiming at the one in the center of the camp.
No, you said between the campfire and the tents, so I assumed you meant the lower one. By the green tents, which was between the campfire and the tents.
Whatever, it's happened. It's happened.
It's dead
happened.
now.
It's fine.
Alright. Bandit 3 is running for his life, so he does not care to fight you guys. The captain is just out here, like, completely outraged at this point. He doesn't know what's going on, why these 3 giants appeared all of a sudden. Well, he's pretty sure as to why they're here, but he's not sure as to why they're giants. He was really expecting a smaller group of people. So he goes, after seeing Zavik cleave his man in half, right? He goes up to Sagix instead because he thinks he'll be an easier target. And
Big mistake.
And our bandit captain here
just fired a ballista bolt into his friend. Which, I mean, it might as well be the size of a ballista bolt, given now his size.
And he swings his scimitar at Sagix. Alright, so Sagix, you take a total of 6 damage, because he doesn't have any other bonuses.
Give me that one, brother. Damn it.
Do you know how to adjust your vitals?
Attack roll, though.
It's there. His damage roll's right there. Oh, his attack is 17. It's in the chat box.
Lucky him.
I ain't seen anything in the chat box about a scimitar attack, Chief.
Wait, where is the chat? No, I don't see it. Is this only showing for you because you're the DM?
Huh. You know what? I don't know, but he did roll a 17.
Okay.
Refresh.
It's on
Alchemy.
camera. It's on
Refresh
camera.
It is on camera.
I
much
just
damage?
refreshed it.
How much damage?
Your damage is 6.
Did that not do it?
You have to click the white check mark when you change your vitals.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's why it's not doing that.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time too. No worries.
Okay, sinking's a bit better now.
Okay, so Bandit Captain has taken his action. And he's there. He's like locking swords with Sagix. Bandit 4 is still getting dressed, so he does nothing. Zavik, it's your turn.
Whew. Alright. Is that Bandit 3 running?
That is Bandit 3 running, yes.
I point at Bandit 3, saying, "You! There is no honor in running." And as a bonus,
No, don't look at
Get
me!
over here!
I would like to rage.
Rage, okay.
You! Get over here!
This guy looks absolutely terrified, by the way. He is, like, in the midst of climbing over the wall right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move over to him and make an attack with my great axe. Which
He
I
sees
need
this
to
giant
edit
come
from
up
the
in front of
rage.
him. He's like, no!
Hold on, let me check something real quick, and then I'll make the attack.
Just starts channeling his inner husky.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Don't fail me now. It's by the way, it's 19 damage.
Alright, so how do you kill this guy?
So I'm gonna split him in half the other way. So right between the middle.
So long-wise? Okay.
Yeah. Like there is no honor in running, and then just like bring the axe down.
Alright,
My
so
friend shooting his way out.
this guy has no hope. He is like, he just splits apart and falls over like a set of human hot dog buns. It is gruesome. There are guts everywhere. Blood is all over the wood. Zavik is not looking so clean himself. He is just, it's just not a good time all around.
I'm a raged barbarian right now. This is my element.
That guy, Bandit 3, is no longer an issue. Alright, Django, it's your turn.
Alright, another bonus action Eldritch Cannon to try to blow open this gate.
Alright, the gate finally punches inward. And slowly, like, it doesn't even fully go inwards. Like, one door stays sort of shut, but the other slowly creaks open. And then you can get in. So now you're inside the camp.
I was looking forward to getting down there and opening the gate once the fight was over.
Alright. So, now that Django is finally in the freaking mostly cleared out bandit camp, would he be able to see Sagix locked in combat with the dude that looks to be the bandit leader?
Yes. They're like on the stairs fighting each other.
Alright. Django would like to look up towards Sagix, say, "Do not kill him. He is more useful alive." And he would like to start trying to head on over to where bandit number 4 is getting changed.
I would say he doesn't know that there's a bandit in that tent unless the tent is wide open.
Wait, right, that's a good point. Would he be able to tell that there's a bandit in there getting changed?
Make a perception check.
Oh!
Oh, it's time to go and check on somebody over their knickers.
Yeah, you could tell that there's somebody in the tent rustling around.
Alright, then he's gonna head over to the person in the tent.
Alright, the person in the tent is like half dressed in armor. And he turns and he looks at Django, and then he looks past Django, and he's like, ah, shit.
Django's just gonna look the man dead in the eyes, like not even fucking blinking, and just say, "Cooperation is strongly encouraged. Your survival is optional."
And you know this tent is human-sized,
Congratulations,
so
you
I
are
can
being
just imagine
rescued.
him kind of like crouching down a little bit, putting a
Yeah,
hand
just
on top of the
bending
tent.
Just placing a massive metal hand on the top of the tent and stooping in to peer inside.
Alright, so, Sagix, it's your turn.
What would I need to make a grapple check?
A grapple check, I guess.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just everything's running slow with tactical mode on. I wasn't entirely sure if something weird was happening.
It's okay.
Aren't grapple checks usually like
I don't know. I
opposed to
kind of
strength
want to
rolls?
just.
Oh,
I kind of just want to like grab a hold of this guy.
so you're gonna try to restrain him?
Either that or tackle him into the ground below.
Alright, make a grapple check. We'll make it a strength check. Go ahead and make a strength check. Yeah, that'll be a strength check. So let's see this roll here real quick. Right, okay, so you try to grapple the bandit captain, but he struggles free of you and manages to wedge his blade between you and him and force you back. You fail at the grappling the bandit captain. Do you want to take any bonus actions?
Let me see if this... Check. Edits. Character sheet. Actions. Where is it? I don't think there are any actions that I can take that would leave him not dead. Well, especially since I don't know how many hit points he has.
I mean, you could just smack his ass non.
So are you just gonna stay there ready to defend yourself?
Well, I'm assuming the grappling was that was the action. I mean, I can always try and just go back at him again. This time I'm going to tackle him into the ground.
Okay, go
He
for
pushed
another.
me back. Now I have leverage.
Go for a strength check.
Skills and abilities.
Yeah, so you managed to tackle him back and knock him prone. So he just falls off the stairs. He lands. It's like winded. Oof.
There is a giant 7'10" dragon on top of him. And they just took a, what, 10-foot fall from the tower?
Yeah, he takes, I'll give you 2 damage for that.
He's got some cracked ribs.
He's not having a great time, but, you know what, he's hanging in there. Alright. So now it's the bandit captain's turn, and he's gonna use his action to try and break free from you. So we're gonna do contesting checks. You're gonna roll a strength check, and he's gonna roll a strength check, and if he breaks free, he's getting back to his stand. Alright, so since he's currently grappled, I'll do it with disadvantage. Ooh!
What the fuck is this roll?
Alright, for now he's still grappled.
Sorry. Can I use my weight as a modifier?
We'll do another. He's gonna try to use his bonus action to try and get free again. We're gonna do another contested strength check. He's gonna do it at disadvantage. So roll again. There's no way you can roll lower than that. Absolutely no way.
Oh wait, drag to modify. What does that do?
Oh, if you drag it up, you have advantage. If you drag it down, you have a disadvantage. But if you just click it, you just roll it.
What does that do for the rolls?
So you roll. It's basically the equivalent of rolling 2 d20s and taking the higher number.
Okay, so if they both roll the same, you mean?
Nope. So
No. So when you roll with advantage, you roll 2 d20s, and if So if one d20 is 10 and the other d20 is 15, you're gonna take 15 because you rolled with advantage. 15 is your roll. If you roll with disadvantage, you take the lower number, so you would take the 10 instead. He
What
rolled
are
with
these
disadvantage.
rolls?
Alright, so you beat him in the second strength check, so he stays grappled. He's fighting for his life right now under this giant ass dragon.
And this is with my strength modifier.
And
I got a 2 and a 3.
so now it's gonna be Bandit 4's turn, and Bandit 4, you know, he realizes he can't run, and he is more than keenly aware of the amount of bodies outside because he heard all the screaming and he sees a lot of blood. And seeing as how Django is the only one that is not covered in blood, he's like, you know what? I surrendered, dude. It's not even worth it. Just whatever you want, take it. And he just kneels down and puts his hands up. He takes off his weapons, throws
That
them on
is
the
an
ground.
uncharacteristically intelligent choice.
Alright, Zavik, it's your turn. What do? You
Uh,
have killed 2 enemies, and you see one of them is stuck on the ground now, and the other remaining enemy is apparently surrendering.
In a frenzied rage, I'm gonna rush over to the bandit captain with tangled with sorry, I can't say your name.
Thagix.
Sagix. I'm gonna make an attack.
Okay.
I am going to attack him.
You're going to attack Zavik? But you're grappling
Look
the
at
guy.
my flaws.
Oh.
I am going to turn my head, open my mouth, and start sparking electricity at him.
Alright, roll for attack. Actually, both of you
rolls?
roll for attack. This is happening simultaneously. So both of you roll for attack.
Fantastic.
Like, he's attacking the quarry
Oof.
that I'm trying to
Nope.
subdue.
Yes, he is attacking the bandit captain, and you're attacking him, so you roll as well. You roll your breath weapon.
Nope, that was trash. These rolls
really
have
quick,
not. These
Do
rolls
I
have
know
not-
if he can take...
No, you
I
can't
never
estimate the
really
health of a
figured
person.
that out. What would I...
So if you're attacking in
Well, I mean, I
reaction,
could
you're
roll
not thinking
perception.
about perception, and you're not thinking about saving his life. You're thinking about getting him away from you. So I would say you're just rolling for attack. You're not really thinking about it. Alright, so your breath weapon is the kind that kind of hits no matter what, and they'd have to do a save, right?
Roll a save, though. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are the odds it's gonna roll 2 6s?
Yeah, right.
It rolls 2 6s.
Just roll a dex.
Yeah, roll a dex save. Do you know how to roll a save?
Oh,
No, just
Alright, so to do a
Actually, yes,
save,
yes.
yeah, so to do a save, let me see your
no,
character
he
here.
takes full damage.
No, but because there's a different system for saves and there's a different system for just dexterity checks. If you go on
Oh.
your character,
oh, I see the save.
yeah, roll the save. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Because if he has a modifier for
Okay,
his
he takes
save,
only
but
6.
not his checks, it won't roll for his check, it'll roll for his saves.
Hmm.
Alright, so he takes,
So
what was
as
it,
he's
half
crouching
damage?
Discard.
Yeah, it's like 6 damage.
Yeah, he takes half damage. As Sagix was ready to, like, he was kind of opening his mouth to, like, try and intimidate the guard captain with that effect of just a giant dragon with its mouth open and arcing electricity like Godzilla. His attention is immediately turned to his fellow compatriot, and in reaction to him trying to just blind blood rage attack this guard, he unleashes this arc of electricity straight into him.
Dumb dragon.
Oh, he's fully hoping that it knocks him out of this rage.
Oh no, dude, no.
Is it my turn?
No, it is now Django's turn.
Anything that makes it.
Worse.
Yeah, if anything,
Worse.
pain makes barbarians
Yeah.
more angry.
It only ends early if I'm knocked unconscious or if my turn ends and I haven't attacked a hostile creature or taken damage.
And you
Alright,
just
so
gave him damage.
I assume Django would be able to see this going on between Sagix and Zevik, right?
Yeah,
Zevik.
it's they're pretty much on the ground fighting.
Would Bandit 4 have any sort of shirt on, or would it be bare chest?
Bandit 4 has like half of his leather armor on. He's got his shirt and his pants and his boots, obviously, but only like half his leather armor on and a sword.
Alright, Django's just gonna grab him by the scruff of his shirt and try to drag him away from the tent so that he's at this sort of angle to Zavik. And he's gonna try to use a bonus action to hit him with another shot from his shoulder-mounted Eldritch Cannon.
Hit who though? Who are you aiming at?
Zavik.
Okay.
You
You missed that. You missed that hard.
Yep.
Ooh. Is there no
It shoots past him and
repercussions for a one?
splinters the rest of the.
He finally
Hard
breaks the
to
gate in
shut.
the other direction.
Yeah.
Gates open.
Ooh, way over there,
Alright.
Devin. Alright,
Would
it is
drag-
Sagix's turn.
Well, would dragging the bandit count as an action or a free action?
It would count as an action. You
Alright,
you guys
then
are
that
still
would turn.
engaged. Yeah.
You'd also be encumbering yourself with
Yeah.
another being.
Alright, Sagix. What do? You have a really crazy raging barbarian swinging a great axe around, a bandit captain trying to break free of you that you're currently grappling, and you have now expended your breath weapon on a now even angrier barbarian.
Angry.
Really quick, Django be like, "Congratulations, you are being rescued."
Yep.
Boy, this turned quickly.
Huh. Well, given that there's now a barbarian that's trying to barrel down on them, that's his immediate concern.
You should roll
Yeah,
away.
I think that's
Like,
everybody's
roll away,
immediate
man.
concern right now.
Roll away. Like, get out of there. Oh wait, I didn't. I thought I subtracted my health. This is bullshit. Shows -6.
What's your total health?
It was 24.
Okay. Yeah, some sync issues, I guess. Yeah, you're
Well,
at
from the
18
breath
for me
weapon, it
now.
would-
Okay. I just subtracted it again.
Wouldn't it be the full
Piggies.
damage
Sagix
for the
will
breath
roll off the
weapon
guard
since
captain.
it's not slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing?
No,
I made a
because he
No,
did a
he
dex
did
save.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah,
Jesus
he got
saves,
the
you take half
17, not the 9.
Mm-hmm.
So Sagis rolls off to his feet and brandishes his own sword towards Zevram, or Zavik, basically telling him, "You will not hurt this. You will not kill this man.
You want the money.
I'd rather..." He does want the money. Stand down.
Hearing money kind of gets through to Zavik's head, like, money?
So he's basically setting himself into a position to react.
Alrighty.
The sun's getting real low, buddy.
So the bandit captain uses his action to get back to his feet, and then he moves.
I would
He
like
moves-
also to say the reaction can, if he's being threatened by the bandit captain, the reaction counts to him too.
Yeah, if the bandit
So-
captain's moving away.
He
He's-
can probably see.
He's trying to disengage, so the bandit captain's trying to go towards the green tents and just get some distance between these two.
Is he out of our reach?
Since you guys are right there, you guys can both try to take an attack of opportunity.
I only have
the
my
last
fist
chicken.
though. I'm just gonna try and
Did you
punch
throw
him.
your great axe?
No, but I'm gonna hold it in one hand and be like puny human and like just punch him.
The great axe is currently
Okay.
embedded in the ground.
Yeah, because I swung it and missed.
Alright,
So-
so, unarmed strike
The bandit
is
captain. the
a
bandit
simple-
captain
a
is
simple
The
3.
last turkey leg on the table at Thanksgiving.
What's
sorry,
your
what was
what's
that?
your strength modifier?
+3,
Alright, so we'll make it 6 total.
and I'm raging.
Yeah, we'll just do the 6 though, because normally it would only be the 3.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay. Bandit Captain just took a punch to the face. He's not happy about that, so he takes his bonus action to just jeer at Zavik. He's very unhappy with him. It's like, hey! Punch the other guy! He's the one that electrocuted you!
Shut up, puny human.
Shut up, dumbass! And so, that is Bandit Captain. Bandit 4 is just like, he is hands off at this point. He is letting Django drag him around wherever, as long as it's not towards the Barbarian. And he's just
He
chilling.
he has accepted his new role in life as living lucky.
Alright. Zavik, it's your turn.
Alright, he pissed me off so much I forgot about my great axe. I'm gonna go over and try and put him in a full Nelson.
You know what?
Full Nelson.
Oh yeah, brother!
I don't know what that means.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like you get behind the person and then you put both your arms under their arms and then you clasp your arms at their neck, so basically a grapple hold.
Okay. So go ahead and do a So you're moving over to the bandit
Really?
captain,
Quick.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's also moving close to Vigix.
Okay. So Sagix, are you gonna try to do an attack of opportunity on Zavik? You see him heading
Does
for
he
the
still
bandit
see the rage
captain.
in his eyes?
You can. The barbarian
Does
is
he still see
angry.
the rage in his eyes? So he
The
still sees that he's angry.
Oh yeah.
He's
Dude's
very
jeering.
angry.
He's not going to use a sword, but he is going to tackle him.
Okay, so both of you guys do a contested
Or at
strength
least try
check.
and knock him off balance.
So
Strength check?
yeah, so both of you roll a strength check.
Oh no.
Oh
Alright.
yeah,
Oh
brother!
my
Oh, God.
What the fuck are these?
I call
What are these
bullshit.
rules?
I think we both rolled it. Yep, we both
Yep.
rolled a nat one.
Nat-
We
Natural-
did. That's why
natural
they're red.
one.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right,
Oh my
so
God.
you both kind of fumble
I
over
essentially
each
just,
other.
like, shoulder into him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both like
No,
just
I
fell
pretty
head
much just
over
shoulder
shoulders.
into him.
and you stop the charge.
I'm gonna kick Sagix in the face.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Just
Just
a
just
D20?
just a d20. Yeah, just roll a d20.
Nope.
You miss him.
It doesn't do anything. Or you just hit my armor and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I aimed for your face, but I hit your armor because you tackled me down because we both rolled D1s. Fucking nat ones, dude. What are the chances?
Alright. Django, it's your turn. So you watch this all unraveling in front of you.
Actually, I didn't take damage that round.
So you're not angry anymore.
Rage is over.
So Django
You can
is
just
gonna
say that-
watch.
It knocked some sense into him.
Yeah.
Nat 1
Django is gonna watch the stupid Goliath and the Dragonborn with a lack of foresight try to beat the shit out of each other for a hot second. But they've got a job to do. He just wants to do his job. That's his whole reason for existing. So he's just gonna drag Bandit 4 along behind him and walk up to the bandit leader and basically give him the same spiel he gave Bandit 4 of, cooperation is strongly advised. Your survival is optional.
Do you
Right.
see them? They want money.
Alright, so Sigix, it's your turn now.
Seeing that the rage has ended, he's going to back off and turn his attention back towards the bandit leader. Once again, opening his mouth. Assuming that the bandit leader doesn't know that he can't use his breath weapon quite again yet.
Alright, the bandit captain looks at his last remaining
Hang on.
living underling.
Hang
I'm
on.
sorry, what?
Hang on.
Did you just get up? You're not walking closer or anything?
Everybody else can feel free to add bonus rolls to the intimidation check to make him be intimidated.
I don't think Zavik feels a lot like cooperating with you right now.
Are you walking closer to the bandit captain?
Yeah, I disengage from Zavik,
I make a
seeing that
move
his
to-
rage.
I make a move to trip Zagix.
Alright,
Should
roll,
Django roll?
you know what, roll a dexterity check for me. And Sagix, you roll a dexterity save for me.
Damn it.
That wasn't a save, but I'll take it. So Sagix just steps over it.
I thought that was.
No,
No, saves on the right hand side. That's acrobatics.
And he looks graceful as fuck doing it.
He's gonna trip and then just like do a front tumble.
Ha,
No,
you
he
got
doesn't
thought-
even trip. He just kind of like
That's gotta add a
He just does, like, a little-
advantage to his intimidation DM.
he just does a little jump right over the leg.
Toxic masculinity is dead. I dance now.
Alright, Bandit Captain is seeing now that his options are grim. And he goes, alright, you can take whatever you want, just let me go.
Let you go.
Yes, if you let me go,
Puny human.
this will end better for all of you.
How?
I have friends in high places.
Zavik.
If the demands aren't met,
Zavik, get your axe.
they might come looking.
And I will kill them like I will kill you if you don't come with us.
I'm telling
Zavik,
you, man, just
get
let
your
me
axe.
go.
So yeah, I'm gonna take my great axe out of the ground and I'm gonna lift it with one hand. Just say, "You see this human? It can
see
weigh
that-
more than you."
You see that bench next to him?
Like
bench
Sagix
next
like
to Zavik.
egging Zavik on from like next to him, like hey.
Am I making an attack roll? Oh no.
You'd be making
No,
an
it's just-
intimidation
you see
check.
That bench? I mean, you see that bench next to him? Just
Yeah.
show him what it'd do to him. But make that
I think
bench
he
an
already
example.
saw what this axe does to his underlings.
Roll an intimidation check. I honestly want to see this. Alright. So he kind of just watches your display and he shrugs and he goes, alright, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you. And then he just drops his weapons and he lifts up his hands.
Can I put him in a full Nelson?
Sure.
Fantastic.
He's just real eager to do that.
So will we
Fantastic.
know what specifically Miraclisi wants us looking for, or did she just
So,
was the
you
bounty
guys-
just for stuff in general?
You guys beat the bandits, so you guys can go ahead and take a look around the camp if you want, or you guys can tie them up and
I have
get ready to
50
escort
foot
them.
rope in my
Django.
equipment.
We all have rope. Django, do you have anything better than
Exactly.
rope to restrain these?
Negative.
You tie up your quarry, I'll tie up this one. Pacific,
Very
if he gives
well.
you any trouble, give him a pat on the cheek.
Puny human.
Commences with tying and what such.
Alright, so the bandits kind of just chill there while you tie them up because they don't really have any other options at this point, at least if they want to live. And the camp is free for you guys to explore. There are tents to the north portion of the camp, and you see some carts and what looks like a mine to the farthest point of it.
That's not perception.
Deception.
That's not the right check.
Whoopsie.
Deception. Disgrace.
Are we just all
So-
doing perception checks?
Yeah, go ahead and do perception checks, all of you.
Well,
Oh,
Django.
yeah.
Honestly, at this point, though, we can.
For Django,
You can just surge,
once bandit number 4 and the bandit captain are tied up while Zavik and Sajix are looking around, he'd approach the bandit captain and just look down at him like, "Where is the merchandise you stole from Miraclisi?"
You got eyes, don't you? Go looking.
But
Sajix
why
is
would I
gonna
look
head
when the
straight for the
person
tent in the back.
responsible is right here?
Alright, so Sagix is headed to the back area by the mine. I'm
Yeah.
confirming that. Is he headed there? Okay.
Yeah,
You
the,
see-
the kind of like turquoise-looking tent.
Alrighty. So you see a bunch of barrels within that tent. You see some crates. A couple look like they have been opened, but inside of those specifically open barrels, all you can make out is some straw.
I'm gonna use my sword and dig through the straw some, or any kind of metal implement that looks like it might be worth.
So
Poke
as your sword pokes around in the straw, you hear it kind of go kink against some sort of hard metal object.
What do we find?
Well, removing the straw, you locate a pile of gold. Specifically, golden blades, the minted coin marking it as originating from the city of Mythenvale.
Golden blades? Is that a currency?
Yeah, so the coin has a mint image of two crossed swords over a crown.
Okay.
I thought you just meant like actual
Golden swords.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask, because coins can be called anything. Crowns, for example.
yeah.
Mythenvale's
just
secretly the
funny.
single most metal trading hub on Earth or in all the realms because they trade in weapons.
Huge.
If you open up other crates next to you,
I call out to Django and mark this, and kind of like mark his attention to this barrel,
if you open the crates
mentioning that there's money inside.
next to the barrels, you find more straw, but within that straw, you find a variety of expensive-looking baubles, trinket boxes, even weaponry. Though the weaponry looks more ceremonial than it does practical. So, filigreed, sabers, ornate rapiers,
Okay,
and
what's
the
Savik
likes.
I'm just
Or
raiding
is he
through the
poking
tents
around?
right now.
Silence is
Is he
suspicious.
finding anything nice?
I'm looking for
Oh,
food,
sweet,
mostly.
free leather armor.
I'm
So
looking for food and ale,
Zavik
mostly.
finds rations of all kinds and a basket full of fresh fruits and cheeses, likely from the most recent raid on the Myth and Vale caravans.
I'm gonna stuff my face with those.
Okay. So it quickly becomes apparent that the large tent in the back is housing these stolen goods from Myth and Vale. Whether or not you want to pry open all 20 crates within that tent is up to you, but it's pretty safe to say that this is the merchandise you're looking
These were, in
Berries.
fact, the droids we were looking for.
for.
What are those? What are those other small tents? I'm assuming they're just like top tents
Living
for
quarters, yeah.
the bandits. And you said all of those crates in the top, in the north section of the camp were.
All the crates and the wagons are mostly supplies like ballista ammo, rope, camping supplies. Yes, ballista ammo. For what reason? You're not quite sure because there are no ballista here, but it is there. And other supplies, even cannonballs. It's worth noting, that although they do have carts in the camp, you can find no horses.
It's okay, we're horses.
So big.
What is this cave? What is this mine? Is it
It
blocked
is.
off?
No. So the mine shaft looks old. It definitely looks older than the camp. And it is open. There seems to be some measure of opening, leading further into the mine itself, but it is unclear how far the mine shaft goes.
Does it look stable?
It looks questionable. There's a lot of cobwebs, and some of the supports on the mine shaft don't look that sturdy. It's also human-sized.
Did we get any information? Did we get any information about this cave, this mine?
No, because it was a suspected camp at an old mine, and the only thing you know is that it is an old mine, and you were not told what exactly was mined out of there.
Alright, once rounding everything up, I go back to Zavik and Shank. I added their names together. What do you think about the mine back there?
First session and we're already a fucking ship.
What do you think about the mine back there?
I can't fit.
I know it's not our
I
objective,
can't
but do you
fit.
think there might be more bandits back with it?
It was not included in our given
Savage
mission. Therefore, we have no business meddling with it.
Does that little contraption of yours, can it act as a scout?
No.
Do you communicate with it? How does it function?
I give it a command, and it fires.
It's like, dude, he just
Well, that's-
exists.
He's just vibing, man.
He's just
Oh, no, he's
vibing.
just here.
Alright, so you guys have available to you for the movement of these goods is a cart with no horse. Or your own two hands, which, you know, is very limited. So you can choose to
I
try
go
and
back
take
to
as
check
many
mine really
goods.
quick, just to see.
Okay, so you go down the mine shaft and you travel roughly 50 feet.
Not going into it.
Yeah?
I'm making checks to see if there have been if it's been used.
Any recent tracks going in there?
Besides tracks that could have
Recent
been left
footprints,
by
drag
the
marks.
bandits in the camp, you can't really see much activity. There's not even so much as a lamp lit in there. it's also, again, human-sized. Like, it is, and you know, human-sized minds were
That's
not
why
very
I'm
big.
looking. Yeah,
So-
that's why I'm looking to see if there was any travel.
No, it doesn't look like it was used during the kerfuffle in the camp.
All right, let's load these carts up then.
He
Two
just,
carts.
you just see Pancakes looking down the mine shaft really long time with a neutral expression, his eyes slowly narrowing, and then just, okay, let's go, guys.
I'm still eating.
Well, he doesn't see anything.
Yeah, no,
There's
I
nobody
just,
in there.
I'm a big fan of animations where you just see a character slowly narrowing
It's
their
just that
eyes
Philip
and then
J.
just
Fry
flipping a switch.
Futurama slow zoom in on he narrows his eyes.
Suspicious.
I get Zavik to help me load the carts up. And we'll probably take one each.
Oh yeah, because DJ is probably taking the humans.
DJ's walking the humans.
Well, how
Yeah.
many carts are
Get
there?
some little leash.
There's 2 cards.
Yeah, right.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Then yeah, Django would probably just be carrying the humans, one over each shoulder.
He doesn't even give them
Like
the grace of
Sagittarius.
walking.
Alternatively, you could set them on top of the carts and just keep,
Why would we give them a
beyond
ride?
guard.
No. Humiliate them.
Zavik's like,
Because-
no, not
because
on
he
my
doesn't want
cart.
to.
They can
Then
be
you
on
make them
your
walk.
car.
Don't carry them. Oh, fuck
Yeah,
you.
DJ's a
Okay.
robot. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
But
Alright.
if we made them walk, they could potentially escape.
Okay.
All right,
They're
we're
on
loading up the
leashes.
cart. We're moving out.
Alright, so you guys leave the bandit camp successfully. And you make it to a bridge, which is where you guys meet a jailer. He has been waiting at this bridge for several days, mostly for bandit captives from the other contracted mercenaries, in order to process their winnings and send them on their way. The jailer is from Mythenvale, and he sits right at the crossroads that branches off from Fintusk to Mythenvale, which is the closest city. He looks at you guys as you approach with your carts, and the 2 bandits walk. The bandits are walking. Is that right?
Django would be carrying them one over each shoulder.
Okay, so he
Like
sees
2 sacks of taters.
he sees the carts, and then he sees Django, just chilling with 2 humans over his shoulder, and his eyebrows slowly lift, and then furrow again. He looks like a grumpy old man, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, "What is all this supposed to be?"
Django just stone-faced, quite literally in this case, walks up to the jailer and drops the 2 bandits like at his feet like a couple sacks of shit. We have captured.
Were we supposed to
2
meet
of
this
the
person?
bandits.
Yes.
Was,
The jailer-
Was he a pre-described contact?
Yes.
I half expected Django to walk up. It's like, resistance is futile. You are being rescued. Just like pick him up too.
So the jailer looks at the dropped bandit, and he kind of just like grunts. And he's like, fine enough. You can put him in the cart. And he opens up the gate to the jail cart, which already has at least 5 or 6 different bandits. You do not see, it is worth noting, you do not see the parties that did catch these bandits, just their captives. And they're all dressed similarly to the bandits you guys found. So, there you go. As Django puts away the bandits where they're supposed to go, because he is a nice warforged, the man...
No, he's not. He'd literally throw them in.
the man
But-
fetches the chest.
Before
And-
But before he throws, like after he literally throws bandit number 4 into the cart, he'd hold the bandit captain up by like the back of his coat, point at him, still maintaining unblinking, unbroken eye contact with the jailer, and just say, this one mentioned answering to a higher power.
Yeah, and I answer to the goddess Nyx herself. Just throw him in anyways.
Very
Before Django
well.
turns him in, what about our payment?
The jailer was currently in the process of pulling out a chest from the front of the cart. It is like set next to him. And he pulls out a couple pouches of coin. He lifts one up, holding it in front of them to make sure that the three giants had a good view of what he was holding. He says, each of these pouch have 100 golden blades. Since you brought the bandits alive, each of you will be getting 3 pouches. And then he passes 3 pouches to each of you guys.
After throwing the bandit captain in on top of bandit number 4 and just closing the door and shit, Django would take his 3 pouches.
And
Thank you.
he's
his
like,
coat, too.
don't thank
Doesn't
me
deserve
yet. And he goes back to the cart and he starts inspecting the crates. And he opens a couple of crates. And you see his eyebrows raise a couple of times and then drop back down into that same furrow. And
Could Django make an insight check to try to see if he can tell what's going on in this guy's head as he's inspecting the quote-unquote spoils?
I mean, you
Is he
can
telepathic?
try. You can try, but you're still just seeing his physical features. Alright, you can tell that the old man is either impressed or concerned. It's kind of difficult to tell because his face is kind of like neutral. He's not really like smiling or frowning. He's just like there. And
All
the
your
issue.
organics look the same.
and
I just
He-
I just stop at that and like turn towards him. Look at Zavik. Look at myself. And just like squint and shake my head like the fuck?
and he and he finishes up with the carts. He slowly walks back to his cart and the chest, and then he pulls out 3 more pouches and he tosses them to the group and he says, "That's 100 more each for bringing back the merchandise. You can head on your way. I'll make sure that this gets to the right place." And
Zavik takes the 4 pouches and heads off.
all right,
Where are we taking these carts?
nowhere. You're leaving them there.
I
the
just
jailer.
left the cards.
The jailer
yeah,
said he'd take care of them.
Yeah, Zavik's already walking away.
All right.
Yeah, Django would put the pouches in his pack and just sort of amble off to the next adventure, whatever that may be.
He just walks off into the sunset.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I think we can bring this adventure to a close. If you guys like this kind of content, feel free to let me know in chat or in the comments. I'll try to have this posted soon on YouTube. And if you guys are interested in trying to run your own D&D campaigns on this platform, make sure to check out AlchemyRPG.com. That's where you can find this awesome platform. You can run it on the web, or they have applications for Windows, Mac, and I believe Linux. I use the Windows application version. That is what you're seeing on my screen right now. And there's a lot more features coming. As you saw, we did have some hiccups with syncing of the tokens and some resource management as far as PCs go. But overall, it's a really solid platform, and I highly encourage you to check it out. One of the cool things I want you guys to know about this adventure that I've set up here, except for the music, which is much thanks to a special playlist curator on YouTube, all of this material is from Alchemy. This entire one-shot was built strictly with scenes pulled out of content you can purchase on Alchemy today. None of these images are mine. And the
Except
battle
the
maps that
images,
attach
like,
to
of
them,
course.
except the image of Psych on the corner, yes. But all of this stuff
Also,
you can
this
find.
Dragonborn image is not alchemy. That was
Yeah.
also uploaded by
the icons, the player icons are not alchemy either. Yes, got that. But
Though you can select player icons.
Andrew,
Why?
please.
Let the woman finish.
The scenes are all on Alchemy today. You can, if you want these specific scenes, including the Bandit Camp, Town Market, and Bridge, you can actually purchase Cedric H's maps on the Alchemy Marketplace right now. We will be seeing a different sort of... We're going to be seeing more of Cedric's map in Shadowlands Skirmish, hopefully next week. But, in the meantime, feel free to check out the Alchemy Marketplace. I highly encourage you to check out the platform, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night!
Bye.